Get ready because this one candle will retire your family. This is the 3 o'clock 1 hour candle, and the model is called the London Twilight. Yes, it forms during the London session. Step 1. Hop onto the 1 hour time frame. On the 1 hour time frame, we wait for the 3 o'clock candle to come to a close. Then draw the high and the low of that specific candle. Here's where it becomes interesting, because it is so easy. In the next hour, so in the 4 o'clock hour, we wait for a sweep of the high to then target the low. Or we wait for a sweep of the lows to then target the highs. Regardless of what side of the range gets swept, we need a key level to be either at the highs or the lows of that specific range. So now let's zoom out a bit. We see that there's an hourly fair value gap right to the left hand side that was respected right over here. Wicks doing the damage, but the body's closing within it. That means that 1 hour fair value gap is still valid. So all we really need right now is a sweep of those highs to then target the lows. Now let's drop down to a 15-minute time frame. On the 15-minute time frame, we can see that the hourly range is definitely valid because we have some equal lows right here. However, we also notice that we have lows, 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 lows that have never been tapped into. That is what I call low resistance liquidity. It is likely that price will not only sweep the highs to target the hourly range low, but will also continue expanding to the downside to some of these lows. That means your targets are not going to be these lows here. They will actually be extended deeper. Now let me show you how you enter the trade. Drop down to a 1 minute time frame. The idea is still the same. We wait for a sweep of the highs, and then we look for an IFEG and an order block to form, enter off of the validation, and then target the lower lows. Let's see what happens next. Now let's zoom into the chart and see if we actually got the IFEG and the order block. Right over here, we notice a very small fair value gap that was formed, and it was also disrespected as soon as this candle closed beneath it. So that means we formed the IFEG and we also formed the order block as soon as price closed beneath this up close candle right over here. The entry short comes as soon as the validation of both the IFEG and order block is confirmed. Stop loss goes right to that swing high, and your take profits can either be the hourly low that we spoke about, giving you a 4.28 R to R trade, or you could even extend these further to this first low right here for a 6.23, or the next lows, which ultimately gives you an 11.73 R. However, for this example, let's just use the hourly range low as our final target, giving us a 4.33 R to R trade. Now, let's see what happens next. And just like that, final TP has been hit. If you want the step-by-step guide to the London Twilight model, comment the word London down below and I'll send it over to you in your DMs for absolutely free. Oh, and make sure you're following me